Hello and welcome to InvestorToday.ca. I'm your host, Dave Glover. InvestorToday.ca is brought to you in conjunction with RBL Communications, your online IR professionals. We're coming to you live from the Chicago Resource Expo. It's Saturday, the 28th of April, and I am joined by Irwin Olian, who is the president and CEO of African Queen Mines Limited. African Queen, which trades on the TSX under the symbol AQ, and you can also find them on the internet at www.africanqueenmines.com. Irwin, nice to see you. Very nice to meet
Thanks,
you here.
Dave.
Great to have you on the show.
I very much appreciate the opportunity to share some of our excitement with your listeners, and it's great to be here.
Thank you, sir. Well, you know, for those folks that don't know about African Queen Mines, the first question I'm going to ask Irwin is if he can give us sort of a little background on African Queen and its objectives.
Just very briefly, our present management group founded a previous company called Pan-African Mining Corp., which had the largest mineral positions in Madagascar. You could have bought that stock for 25 cents a share. Ultimately, it was bought out by a big Asian mining group, Asia Thai Mining, in the middle of 2008 for $4.50 a share.
Wow.
As part of that buyout, we spun out the assets on the African continent as opposed to the Madagascar assets, and those assets became a new company, African Queen Mines. So effectively, African Queen Mines is an extension of the Pan-African success story, and we're now operating in Ghana, Kenya, and Mozambique with projects moving forward in all three countries. We're presently drilling 2 of those projects.
Wow. So, you know, obviously that's going to bring me to my next question, which was how would you distinguish African Queen from other junior explorers?
I think we've got a uniquely talented group of a technical team with some outstanding world-class geologists. They've all worked for majors. They all have 25, 30 years experience. We also have a diversified portfolio in 3 different countries right now. And while most of the juniors are reeling under the very difficult financial environment, we just completed a raise of $2.4 million a month ago. It was oversubscribed. It was sold out in 10 days.
Wow.
And we are drilling, as we speak, on 2 different properties. One, our big Ghana Noyam Neafaman project. The other in Kenya, the Odundu project. So we got a lot to talk about in the coming months. With drill results, we're also exploring some other properties in our portfolio. I'm a believer that this is a great time for companies such as ours to be acquiring assets in the ground. So we are building a portfolio under the African Queen umbrella of opportunity for the future, grabbing world-class projects where we can at distressed prices now.
Right.
And we've chosen a couple of these that we think have immediate potential for success, and we're drilling those out.
Well, can we talk a little bit about your share structure and the company itself that way? We
have 70 million shares. Management owns about 15% of the company. We started as a spinoff with nearly 40 million shares 3.5 years ago. We've done several raises in the course of building this wonderful portfolio that we have now, and undertaking a lot of exploratory activities. Our share price is extremely depressed right now. We're trading at around 15 cents a share. We had actually traded up as high as 74 cents, 73 cents on 5 different occasions over several years. Stock's trading at 20% of what it was trading at.
Right.
Yet the company's more developed now than it ever was.
I know that seems to be the case
quite
these
an
days.
ironic situation. And in this connection, I think it's important that our viewers know that the big project in Ghana, the Noyam Neafaman project, already has a historic resource from Newmont of 1.1 million ounces, grading 6.6 grams per ton. We're working on that. Our first priority is to confirm that resource and bring it up to 43-101 compliant status. But we've also been very successful in identifying other targets on that ground, which we're going to be drilling to expand and grow that resource.
Wow. So really, I guess the next question is, what are your near-term goals for the next 12 months?
Our near-term goals are to conclude successful drilling programs on the Noyam-Neafaman project in Ghana as well as the Odundu project in Kenya. We think both of these have the potential to host world-class gold deposits. Going back to Noyam-Neafaman, we're doing a 2,000 to 3,000 meter drill program. About half of that is designed to confirm the old Newmont holes, and the other half is new targets we've developed to grow that resource. So we're hoping to get some excellent results there, which can advance that resource later in the year to a 43-101 status.
So what would be a reasonable expectation then for an exit strategy in this particularly difficult financial environment?
We have a unique situation in reference to our Ghana project. One of the concerns expressed by financial analysts at this time is how are juniors going to be able to raise the capex necessary to build big processing facilities to actually bring these projects to mining fruition if the majors aren't actively involved in making acquisitions. Well, in this case, the Noyam-Neafaman project is located on the Ashanti Belt. We are only 12 miles away from Newmont's big HM project, which is going into production literally this year at one of the biggest mines in Ghana. And there is a paved road that goes right between the projects. Newmont already has an option to be the first producer on our property with terms to be negotiated in good faith. We're not locked into any financial terms. And the strong expectation is if we can get this resource lined up, 43-101 compliant, grow it a little bit, we'll be able to hopefully enter into an outsourcing agreement with Newmont, whereby they could simply take our ore, ship it down the road, produce it right at their facility, which means that this could be a producing property without any big capex.
Right.
Which would be great in this environment.
Well, and great news for investors. So when one asks why should an investor buy African Queen stock at this time, you've already mentioned the price being very low at this point, but you've also got a lot of serious growth potential.
We're working very hard. We're going to have a lot of highly visible results. We think we already have a 1 million ounce historic resource, which is looking good, and we've got a proven track record of success both in raising money, even in tough environments, and in being able to package and sell our company. We sold Pan-African for, many people made 20 times their money on that deal. So we've been there, done it successfully. We got the same people. We have no shortage of geologists who want to work for us. We get applications literally daily. And the combination of a highly qualified group of people together with proven success, together with some great properties, a 1 million ounce historic resource, and trading at a valuation that we find hard to believe makes this a very attractive opportunity.
Well, and you've heard it from me before in the past, viewers. You know, if you've got a great management team, you've got a solid project, 9 times out of 10 you've got a solid investment, especially if you can get in at a price like this. I want to thank Irwin from African Queen Mines Limited from joining us here today. African Queen Mines, which trades on the TSX under the symbol AQ. You can find them at www.africanqueenmines.com. I want to give you the last word, though, Irwin.
Sure. We believe in our company. Everyone at African Queen works hard. We're totally committed to success. And that is reflected in the way we manage our money. We are very frugal. We put the money in the ground, not in people's pockets. And nobody's living off of this company, selling stock to pay rent bills. We're a successful group of people with successful careers, and everyone is participating in the equity of this company to make a success. If our investors win, we win. If our investors lose, we lose too. You know, I'm the largest shareholder in the company. Most of that stock I bought in the open market. So we're working hard on the same success path as our investors.
Very good. Well, Irwin, I want to thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks, Dave.
Great
Appreciate
pleasure.
the
I hope your presentation goes really well today. Again, I'm coming from the Chicago Resource Expo. It's Saturday, the 28th of April. I'm Dave Glover. We'll see you next time.